Hello guys and gals, I'm Nick and welcome to Firthy's Feedback. As you can see by the thumbnail, we're back in Westeros for the fourth instalment in the House of the Dragon series. Strap in. There's a wonderful Just William story in which a teacher attempts in vain to tell William the plot of Hamlet. Listen, snaps the teacher wearily. This man was called Hamlet and his uncle had killed his father because he wanted to marry his mother. What did he want to marry his mother for? Retorts William. I've never heard of anyone wanting to marry their mother. When I first read this story as a boy in school, I laughed at that teacher. But now that I've got to summarise the climax of House of the Dragon episode 4, I feel deep sympathy for him because all of a sudden, I know exactly how he felt. Basically, the climax of episode 4 goes like this. The king kicks out his brother because he wants to marry his daughter. Then he sacks his wife's father for spying on his daughter, who's meant to be his wife's best friend. But his wife and his daughter are no longer best friends because his wife heard her father telling her husband that his daughter kissed his brother, and now his wife will hate his daughter because her father sacked her father. Thank goodness I don't have to try to explain that to a classroom of unruly schoolboys. All the same, this was easily the best episode of the series so far. After 3 slow burners punctuated by the odd burst of sex or violence, we finally got some proper, full-fat drama. The big marmalade dropper was the incestuous quickie between Princess Rhaenyra and her uncle, Prince Daemon. Ew. By Westeros standards, mind you, this wasn't at all shocking. In Game of Thrones, after all, Jaime Lannister and his sister Cersei were at it all the time. Here though, there was an additional horror. The producers kept cutting back and forth between shots of the incestuous pair and shots of the baby-faced queen consort lying on her back in bed, her face blank and listless, while her aged, creaking husband wheezed away on top of her. Frankly, I'm not sure which image was more disturbing. Although we were spared a full-blown sex scene between Rhaenyra and Daemon, we were obliged to witness one between Rhaenyra and Sir Criston, the dishy knight who ended up serving as Rhaenyra's sloppy seconds after Daemon abandoned her mid-clinch. Despite the ferocity in which King Viserys later protested his daughter's innocence to his chief advisor Otto, the king evidently knew very well what she had been up to. Because in the final scene, Grand Maester Malos was dispatched to supply her with a mysterious potion designed in the Grand Maester's words to rid you of any unwanted consequences. During the previous, rather sluggish 3 episodes, some fans of Game of Thrones may have wondered whether House of the Dragon was worth sticking with. Assuming they are still around to watch episode 4, they presumably now feel their doubts have been answered. King of the Narrow Sea was a pivotal instalment that clearly sets up for some spine-tingling conflicts to come. Families fracturing, bitterness hardening, enmity intensifying at every turn. The episode's key line came from Princess Rhaenyra as she set off on her illicit night on the tiles with Prince Daemon. For one night, huffed the heir to the Iron Throne, I wish to be free of the burdens of my inheritance. She certainly got her wish, and she may very well regret it. I mean, we all knew the incestuous stuff was going to come. Pardon the pun. It was spoke about at length in Game of Thrones, about how the Targaryens were always at it with each other. But this episode has definitely injected a bit more life into the series, which hasn't been bad by any means, but this was the much needed kick up the ass it needed, I feel. What did you guys think? Let me know below.